Time is 4:05, and I'll call this meeting, a special called meeting of the mayor and council to order. All members are present. Everything okay? No. Did somebody actually draft a resolution? I've called this meeting to order at 4:05. Ms. Richardson, if you can sit here for just a minute so we can take some action. We can't just dismiss the meeting. All members, today is September 1st, 2015. All members of the mayor and council are present. I don't think I think it's moot to go forward with the resolution if Mr. Witz is not resigning. So, Mr. Witz, are you tendering your resignation at this time? Okay, we're going to do that officially on the record. Are you going to say something? So the floor is yours. We'll take a recess when we get to that. So the first item on the agenda then is the election of a mayor pro tem. Do I have a motion?
Yes, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to nominate or to put up Councilmember Bobby Howard as the mayor pro tem.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Kraus. All those, any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion as stated signify by raising your right hand. That is 4 in favor. Those opposed, 3 in favor. Those opposed, that's 1 opposed. Those abstaining is Councilman Howard. Is that correct? And under our charter, an abstention is a vote in favor. So the motion is approved 4-1. The next item on the agenda is a resolution, and we will take a 5-minute recess while we get that resolution together. All right, the time is 4:49. I'll reconvene this meeting of the mayor, special call meeting of the mayor and council. We have resolution 2015-14, a resolution for the calling of a special election and setting a qualifying period. Whereas City Council Post 3 was vacated by written resignation, whereas the City of Snellville will hold a special election in conjunction with this general election on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015, for the purpose of electing a member to the City Council for the unexpired term of City Council Post 3. Whereas the qualifying period for candidates opens Tuesday, September 1st, 2015, upon the adoption of this resolution, and then daily from 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m., and from 2 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. each day in the office of the City Clerk at Snellville City Hall, located at 2342 Oak Road, Snellville, Georgia 30078. Qualifying closes on Friday, September 4th, 2015 at 4:30 p.m. Any person desiring to run for this office shall qualify in the office of the City Clerk by filing a notice of candidacy. Whereas the qualifying fee is $120 for the office of City Council member. Whereas residents of the City of Snellville wishing to vote in the November 3rd, 2015 election, but who are not registered electors of the city may register to vote through October 5th, 2015. Whereas residents of the City of Snellville wishing to vote in the November 3rd election, whereas this special election will be held in the Snellville City Hall located at 2342 Oak Road, Snellville, Georgia, and the polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Now, therefore, no, there's 2 written the same.
City Clerk, Phyllis Richardson.
Let me just read the paper version. Whereas City Clerk Phyllis Richardson is hereby directed to publish an advertisement in the legal organ notifying the citizens of the qualifying period and the qualifying fee. Whereas the special election will be held in the Snellville City Hall located at 2342 Oak Road, Snellville, Georgia. The polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Snellville, Georgia, that the city of Snellville will hold a special election in conjunction with its general election on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015, for the purpose of electing a member of the city council to fill the recently vacated post 3. The qualifying period, qualifying fee, voter registration deadline, the advertisement, the time and location of the election will be as noted herein above. If no candidate receives a majority of the vote, then a runoff election will be held on Tuesday, December 1st, 2015, at the same location. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2015-14?
Motion to approve.
There's a motion by Councilman Bender. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Emmanuel. Further discussion?
I would just like have a question answered. There was some discussion about what was going on with the resolution, why we had it or not had it, and I thought we pretty much knew what the resolution was supposed to be. Can somebody just elaborate on what the questions were and why we had this little bit of delay?
I raised the question about the, whereas City Clerk Phyllis Richardson is hereby directed to publish an advertisement in the legal organ, because technically the qualifying begins today with the call of the election, and so we can't advertise it before it starts, and so that's what I believe they were trying to get in touch with the Daily Post to see when we would be able to advertise it, and it can run Friday, but.
Yeah, and I don't think this is Chris Anulowicz. I don't believe that the advertisement's even necessary. I think it's just kind of done prophylactically because this is a special election. The notice provisions that you're typically going to have with the normal announcing of a qualifying period are not contained in this, and the code section that's at issue says, except in the case of a special election, notice of the opening and closing dates and the hours of candidates to qualify shall be published at least 2 weeks prior to the opening of the qualifying period. And we've looked and have not seen any other advertising periods for the special election. And when you take a look at the dates that are put into the special election code, it's got to be called at least 29 days before the election. And then the qualifying period talks about being done some period of time before, 25 days before. So all the dates fit, and it seems to make sense. And so the advertising period that you would typically have doesn't appear to be required by the code. And I think, the election was announced today. It was advertised in this resolution. The purpose of this meeting was advertised. So hopefully that will satisfy some of these things. And then I think that the advertisement that's being put into the paper, I think it's just kind of a belts and suspenders to try and get as much advertisement out there as possible.